are going to wait a couple more minutes for everyone to be here. And thank you all for joining us. Okay, so let's start. Okay, guys, thank you all for joining us. My name is Zé Miguel. I'm the CEO of Acredita Portugal, and that's the organization that's organizing this acceleration program. And with me is Katia, and she is the program manager of Aceler. We are part of the team that's behind Aceler, and Aceler is an acceleration program for travel tech tourism startups that may be interested in opening up a new market or launching operations in Portugal. Okay. The applications are now open, and you can apply in the website that you see below. And I believe you also have the link in the comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube. In this session, we will be answering some of your questions, and we're going to do a 5-minute presentation just to give you some more context for your questions. We are broadcasting this through Facebook and through YouTube. And if you want to ask a question, you just write a comment, and within a few minutes, we'll be answering them. Feel free to write as many questions as you want. Feel free to start asking your questions now or later. You will have time. Don't be shy. We're here. This is what we're here for. So now I'm handing over to Katia, and after a 5-minute presentation, we will start the Q&A.
Thank you, Miguel. So hello, everyone. Okay, so let's go through to do a short overview of our program. So here it is. Okay, so what is Aceler? So it's an international acceleration program made for travel and tourism tech startups that are all over the world. And this program is organized by Acredita Portugal and is supported by Turismo de Portugal, which is our tourism board in Portugal. So the goal is to contribute to the development of innovative startups in the tourism sector, and of startups that may be seeking to launch their operations in Portugal. And this can also be a good opportunity to make it clearer if you should join or not. Okay, all right. So, and who are we looking for? So we are looking for startups that are already established for over 1 year and less than 7, that are, of course, in the travel and tourism tech startups, and that are already ready to run pilots or scale sales. So startups that already have a running program and a running business. Okay, so, and also, of course, startups that are interested to make sales in Portugal, and if you are outside of Europe, also in Europe. Okay, so, and when is it happening? So the applications are fully open, so you can apply. We received already several applications, and we are waiting for yours. So the applications are closed on the 27th of March, and the first phase will start right after it, so on the 29th. It will last a month, and it will be the moment where you will fulfill Dream Shaper, and we will get to know you better at this phase. Then you will pass. Then only 20 finalists will pass to the next phase, and it will happen in May. The third one will be fully in Portugal, so be ready for that. You will spend 1 week in Portugal. And then the winners announcement, the 3 winners, will happen in the 24th of June, and that is the end of our program. Okay, so and why should you participate? So here in our program, you will have access to the top tourism industry players in Portugal. You will meet investors, and you will have top-notch mentors. We have some already confirmed, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so you will grow and develop a way to start your business in Portugal. You will know and you will figure how with us. And this is obviously a chance to run pilots and scale sales here in Portugal. And the program is totally free, so you don't have to pay anything. And it's available for everyone that fits the criteria that I already mentioned. Okay, so about the prizes. It will be, we have a rent-free office, and we will have accounting and legal services or paid ads, and also PR services. These services will be made by external teams that we will hire specifically to do this. So obviously it's not us. It's not us doing this. So yeah. And of course, for the startups that need and that win, you will have access to startup visa application support. Okay, so and how can you apply? So you can go to our website, which is in the comments, as Miguel already said, and it's also here. You can go there and click apply, and it only takes you 1 minute maybe to be part of this program, and that's it. It's very, very quick. All right, that was it. That was our short overview. So let's now go to go answer some of your questions. Yeah, I can see there's already some. So, all right, Zé Miguel, are you here? Okay.
Yes. Hello.
All right. Hi. Okay, so all right, about the questions. So we prepared a small deck that has some of the most asked questions. Let's go through them while we wait for your questions. So feel free to do your question. Okay. All right. So one of the questions is, I'm a Portuguese startup. Can I apply? Yes, you can, even though you may not gain as much knowledge about the Portuguese market as other foreigner startups would, because they, because you already live here and you already know how the market works. But still, you will have access to a network of investors, partners, and clients. And it's also, of course, a chance to do a pilot and to scale sales and to grow your network in the tourism ecosystem. So it can be a great idea. So just apply. All right. The second question that is arising is, how many hours will the program last for me? Well, this depends, but we calculated that for phase 1, you would probably need around 2 hours per week, but it will depend if you are fast filling Dream Shaper, and if you have questions about the program, about the market. So yeah, and this phase will be open to everyone. Everyone that applies can take part in this phase, and it's fully online. Then the phase 2, it will take roughly 8 hours per week, and it will also run online. And you can rotate the people in your team that take part in this. And you should choose one person at least to always be present. Then for phase 3, so this will take 5 days, and it will be in Portugal. Here you will meet people in person, your partners, your investors, your clients. So yeah, that's why it's in person. Okay, yeah, but of course that is obviously your decision. We don't force anything, but the program is structured like this. All right. Another question.
Katia,
Yeah. Yes.
we
Oh, sorry.
also
Yes.
have couple of questions in the thread.
Okay. All right.
So Philip, Philip asked if there are specific fields of activity that you prefer startups to have. So Philip, here it's important to remind that we are looking for travel tech startups in the broad sense of the word. So either you're acting directly in the travel tech space, or you're using a disruptive technology that can be applied and that can affect the travel tech industry. So you can have softwares that are heavily used in the travel tech industry. You can have smart solutions. You can have event management solutions, food and beverage, hotel management. You can have blockchain applications that are relevant for travel tech or big data. And so we are really using a very broad definition of what travel tech disruption is. And we also have a question from Christina.
All right.
And Christina is asking what stage of startups we are looking for. The stage of the start, the minimum criteria is that you have an MVP that you can use to do pilots. I think it's clear from what Katya has explained, but just to reinstate, the big value that you will get from this program is the acceleration itself. That's the big benefit. So we'll put you in front of a lot of potential clients, and the end goal is for you to get pilots and to get sales in Portugal. Okay. And so obviously, if you get an investor, that's great as well. But you do need to have a minimum viable product that's ready to do these pilots. So typically, we will be looking for startups that have already started pilots in other geographies and would be open to start doing pilots in Portugal. This can be anywhere from companies that haven't have any funding but have started pilots to companies that have already sales in several countries and want to open a new geography.
All right. All right. Thank you, Miguel. Okay. Keep sending your questions. We are here to answer them. Right. In the meantime, you're welcome, Christina. Okay. In the meantime, so let's continue with some while the questions are arriving. All right. So another question is if I can apply with more than one project. Yes, you can apply with more than one project, but you have to be aware that so you will have to take in consideration that if both or the three projects that you apply with, that if all of them pass through to the final phase, which is phase 2 and phase 3, you can only choose one. Yeah. For our history, it shows that if you have more than one, you cannot really focus in all. So just apply with one, please. Okay. All right. Then, okay. So do I need to be in Portugal in the last week of the program? Well, it's not mandatory, but the program is made to be like this. So yeah, we do advise that you are here, that you are here with us, because Portugal is a little bit traditional in its ways of making deals, and making them face to face is a step towards success. So you should consider coming here. And also, we are paying for the expenses, most of it. So the flights, accommodation, meals, and travel expenses are on us. So yeah, this is a great opportunity, and also to learn about the market and to understand if it makes sense to move your business here or to make sales here. So this can be a great opportunity for you. So yeah, all right, that's it. Okay. Right. Maybe let's wait a little bit for more questions.
And also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask us in our channels. Um, oh, and there's one more.
Okay. Yes, it's here. It's
Okay.
Christina.
Do you mind taking this one, Katya?
Yeah, of course. Um, okay. During which phase? So you mean the first phase, right? Okay. So in the first phase, this will assess your maturity. So we will here find out about like what is your idea, what is the problem that you're solving, what is the impact that you can make. Um, yeah, uh, it will be like this. Uh, yeah, Zamiel, do you want to continue?
Yes. I guess in the first phase, we'll be asking you questions for us to understand whether you should be one of the 20 startups that's selected to the acceleration program. And that's the core of that's the logic behind the questions that we will be asking. Once we have that information, we will select the 20 participants, and then we will no longer use the online platform to ask you questions. And we have another question. Uh, so, Carlota, I guess why should you apply? Um, or why is the program good in this and therefore make you apply? Well, I think one of the key value propositions is that we will connect you to a number of potential clients for your travel tech startup. We will be doing speed dating. We will be really putting you in front of many different potential clients to see if you have a fit and to see if you can do a pilot or your first sales. Okay. This program will also expose you to mentors and give you insights on how the Portuguese travel tech in the travel or tourism industry works. And so you will gain a deep understanding of what is specific to the Portuguese tourism market. Another reason it's important to remember that this is a charge and equity free. You won't be paying to participate, and you won't have to invest any equity. And the trips to Portugal will be paid by us. And finally, this is a chance to be in touch with a number of investors. So if your startup is looking for either new clients in a new geography or investors, this is the right program for you. Uh, Needless to say, since this is a travel tech specific acceleration program, that you will also be talking to other interesting startups with whom you may either have synergies or have knowledge sharing opportunities and networking opportunities. Thank you, Carlota. Philip would have had another question. Later on, would we have support to expand to the rest of Europe? Well, here, Philip, it depends where you're coming from. If you are coming from outside of Europe, then on top of the other benefits of this program, then we will also give you a visa coaching consultancy, help you kind of enter the European Union and the Schengen space. And so, in that sense, if Portugal is your first European market, then this case study, you will be able to use this case study to have more chances of selling to other European countries. It is important to underline that we will support entering the Portuguese market, but if you want to enter the German or the French market, we won't be helping you directly do that. We will only help you indirectly by having a European case study that you can use to try to enter those markets, since the European Union has a lot of common laws and has a lot behaves as a common market in many ways. I hope this answered your question. And then we also have another question from Keep Growing. Will we meet investors in the program? And the answer is yes.
Yes.
We will be putting you in front of a number of investors who are looking for startups with this maturity. And even if a lot of the startups who apply have already had at least one round of investment, the majority of the startups in our program are looking for a second or a third round of investing, and these investors are interested in participating in that maturity. So definitely, it's part of the program to not only meet potential clients, but also potential investors.
Exactly. One of the goals, indeed. All right. Okay, great. Okay, we are waiting here for some more questions. You're welcome. We expect to see your application.
Yes, I think in doubt, since the application takes only a couple of minutes, do apply, and you will automatically have access to some support, and we'll definitely be happy to answer more questions that you may have after this Q&A. So feel free to shoot us an email and feel free to contact us offline.
Exactly. And we have here our contacts. Sorry. So we have here our contacts. So yeah, feel free to do that.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See ya.
Bye.